Welcome back to Wheel Rever. And when you first walk up to the 2025 Honda CB750 Hornet, the bike doesn't scream for attention with oversized bodywork or flashy decals, and that's exactly what makes it so appealing. The design is sharp and purposeful, with Honda's modern streetfighter language all over it. The tank has bold, angular lines that catch the light in just the right way, and the sculpted panels feel more muscular than on previous Hornet generations. Honda clearly put effort into making the bike look aggressive but not over-designed. There's a sense of clean minimalism, where every element is functional yet stylish. The dual projector LED headlight setup is not just a styling choice, it provides excellent night visibility, throwing a wide beam on the road. At the back, the slim LED taillight and tidy tail section contribute to the overall sleekness, and with the updated colors for this year, including ballistic black, digital silver metallic, and that vibrant glint wave blue, there's something that will fit every rider's personality. Swing a leg over the Hornet and you'll notice the seat height of around 31.3 inches makes it accessible. Riders of varying sizes won't struggle to get comfortable. The narrow seat tapers nicely, so reaching the ground at stops feels easy, especially compared to chunkier middleweight bikes. Once you settle in, the handlebars are wide and placed just right to give you control without straining your back. This upright position, combined with slightly rear-set pegs, strikes a nice balance between sporty aggression and everyday comfort. You can sit in traffic, cruise around town, or push through twisty roads without feeling cramped or fatigued. The moment you fire up the 755cc parallel twin, you get a sense of Honda's engineering finesse. The exhaust note isn't as raw as some competitors, but it has a distinctive growl, especially with that 270-degree crank. At idle, it purrs politely, but twist the throttle and it starts to bark with a deeper tone. The sound alone gives you confidence that the bike is ready to deliver more than you might expect from its displacement. On the road, the Hornet feels alive. Power delivery is smooth, and thanks to Honda's fuel injection tuning, throttle response is crisp and predictable. For city riding, the torque in the low to mid-range means you don't need to constantly wring it out to get moving. Overtaking traffic is effortless, and it feels like the bike has power everywhere in the rev range. Push harder, and you'll discover that sweet spot where the engine really wakes up around 6,000 revolutions per minute, carrying you with steady pull until the red line. One of the highlights is how lightweight the Hornet feels. At just over 420 pounds wet, it's a bike you can throw around corners without much effort. In fact, it feels more nimble than some rivals in the same class. On twisty back roads, this really shines. The chassis communicates feedback clearly, so you always know what the tires are doing. Showa's separate function front fork and the preload adjustable rear shock do a great job at soaking up bumps without being too soft. You get enough firmness to feel connected to the road, but it doesn't beat you up on rougher city streets. Combined with Michelin RoadSync tires, grip is plentiful, whether you're cruising in the rain or attacking dry switchbacks. And then there's the technology, which for this segment is impressive. The 5-inch TFT display is sharp, easy to read even under bright sunlight, and brings a level of sophistication that you might not expect at this price point. Pair it with your phone through Honda RoadSync and suddenly you have access to navigation prompts, music, and calls, all manageable from the handlebar controls. The riding modes make a noticeable difference too. Sport mode sharpens throttle response, traction control relaxes a bit, and you feel like the bike has more urgency. Rain mode softens everything for slippery conditions. The two user modes let you fine-tune to your preference, so if you want aggressive throttle with maximum traction control, you can set it up that way. These touches make the Hornet feel like a more premium motorcycle than its price suggests. Speaking of rider aids, the quick shifter deserves praise. It's available with adjustable sensitivity, meaning you can decide how responsive it feels. On spirited rides, banging through gears without touching the clutch adds a level of excitement and convenience. Downshifts are made smoother by the slipper assist clutch, which also reduces lever effort, making stop-and-go traffic far less tiring. Wheelie control and Honda's torque management system operate subtly in the background, keeping things safe without sucking the fun out of the ride. In terms of real-world use, the Hornet scores big. Fuel efficiency is solid, with most riders averaging well above 50 miles per gallon, giving you range that works for commuting or weekend getaways. Add to that the practical touches like the underseat USB-C charging port, LED self-canceling indicators, and you start to see that Honda thought about the daily life of the rider, not just the weekend thrill seeker. Now, value is a huge part of this bike's story. Priced at $7,999 in the US, the CB750 Hornet is an incredible deal for what you get. Competitors like the Yamaha MT-07 or Kawasaki Z900 may edge it out in raw power or in certain styling cues, but the Honda strikes back with refinement, technology, and overall balance. It's a motorcycle that doesn't cut corners yet keeps the cost accessible. In India, at a superscript 18.59 Lakh X showroom, it's positioned as an aspirational yet attainable option for riders stepping into the middleweight naked category. What makes the Hornet unique is that it doesn't try to overwhelm you. It's not the kind of bike that intimidates with sheer horsepower, nor is it stripped down to the point of feeling bare bones. It hits a sweet spot where new riders can grow into it confidently, while experienced riders won't get bored. That balance, combined with Honda's reputation for reliability and low maintenance costs, makes this bike incredibly appealing. If you think of the Hornet as a tool, it's versatile. It can be your daily commuter, your weekend canyon carver, and even a fun touring companion with some added accessories. But if you think of it as a companion, it's the kind of bike that makes every ride enjoyable, not just the fast ones. And that's probably the best thing I can say about it. It puts a smile on your face, whether you're rolling through city streets or leaning into mountain curves. For 2025, Honda didn't reinvent the naked bike, but they refined it in just the right ways. The CB750 Hornet is stylish, packed with features, thrilling when you want it to be, and calm when you need it to be. It's an honest, versatile, and fun motorcycle that feels built to remind us why we ride in the first place.